Kevin Costner is joined by three of his kids on the red carpet at Horizon premiere. The actor's teen daughter Grace and sons Hayes and Caden supported their dad as he celebrated the second installment of his multi-film Western project. Kevin Costner had three of his biggest fans by his side as he celebrated the premiere of the latest installment of his Horizon Western movie series. On Friday, February 7th, the actor, 70, stepped out to the Santa Barbara International Film Festival in California, where Horizon, an America Saga, Chapter 2 had its U.S. debut. He was joined by three of his children, daughter Grace, 14, and sons Caden, 17, and Hayes, 15, whom he shares with ex-wife Christine Baumgartner. Kevin Costner's 7 kids, all about his sons and daughters. Costner and his kids smiled and posed for photos together on the red carpet, with the teens all stylishly dressed for the special occasion. Grace wore a floral print strapless dress, while her brothers sported collared shirts and trousers. Costner, meanwhile, looked dapper in a classic navy blue three-piece suit. The Yellowstone star is also dad to 4 adult children, Annie, 40, Lily, 38, and Joe, 37, with his ex-wife Cindy Silva, as well as son Liam, 28, with former partner Bridget Rooney. Last June, when the first Horizon movie premiered in Los Angeles, Costner had 5 of his kids by his side: Annie, Joe, Grace, Caden, and Hayes. He joked to people at the time that his children had already seen the movie the month prior at the Cannes Film Festival, but in French. "I brought them with me to France, but they're anxious to see it with no subtitles," he said with a laugh. On Sunday, February 9th, the star later shared a post on Instagram, reflecting on having the chance to premiere Horizon's second chapter in a place close to his heart. Getting to make at Horizon American Saga Chapter 2's American premiere at home in Santa Barbara was as special as I'd hoped it would be, he wrote, alongside clips of the actor signing autographs for fans, doing press interviews, and posing with his cast. "I got to be surrounded by my family, friends, and so many of the cast and crew that poured their hearts into these films," he continued. "And the Santa Barbara crowd made me feel like a giant, and I'm feeling as honored as ever to get to share this story with all of you." During a panel following the movie's screening at the festival, Costner spoke about how he's made a point to emphasize the more emotional, human moments in Horizon, marking a contrast from typical Western fare that highlights gunfights and the like. "I think I'm obligated to try to find those things, because if we're not, we're just bashing along," said Costner, who was joined on the panel by costume designer Lisa Lovis and composer John Debney. "It's the little things in our life that catch us, that we never forget. We're bound to get those big things. But movies are the same way," he continued. "They're about details that somehow you never ever forget, and you try to build them in. If you're lucky, there's people who catch them, and the only way to catch them is to try to logic and behavior. I mean, I'm not talking about science, but just stick with behavior. It's pretty damn entertaining." Costner also briefly spoke about finally bringing his epic, multi-film Horizon project into fruition after first trying to launch it more than 30 years ago. "I started this in 1988, and I couldn't make it then, and it didn't seem like anybody liked it too much. So I thought, F it, I'm going to write 4, he said, adding, "I love Hollywood, I do. I'm a romantic about what we can be, and what we are." As he celebrated his milestone 70th birthday on January 18th, Costner fittingly nodded to his passion for the Western genre by sharing a childhood photo of himself decked out in cowboy attire. "If you can believe it, this is me. I was chasing the cowboy life just about as soon as I could walk, and here I am doing it still," he wrote in the caption of his Instagram post. "Here's to another year of keeping our sights set on our dreams."